Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see fourth-year quarterback Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys as they take on a man miraculously back from injury, Alex.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. Watch the before. I'm scared.
On first down, it's Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, here's Prescott rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 47. 57.
Prescott connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game, what were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Throwing it in here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Smith on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Rashard Matthews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of it.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
56 is the mic. I got it. Mike 56. Mike 56. Me and you all day. All day.
On second down, Prescott again. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Clear.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Peterson. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He can't hang. He's not going to get going.
To throw is Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He's got it complete to Thompson. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
There we go, kill. 47. 56.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check 31, check 31, and 47.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 3rd and 2, Smith. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
At the 23-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On the ground with a tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ready to go.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think it's pretty easy to say this is a ginormous 3rd down opportunity here for the defense. And I'm just going to tell you, Brandon, from my experiences, what you're saying in the huddle to each other is all the right things. Read your keys. Do your job. But the biggest one, you don't have to do more. Just do what you can do, and you can make this play.
Let's go, fellas.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 16, a little under 30 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
Right there. 54 miles. 3 buds, 3 buds.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing, Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins are going to win the football game. On first down, Thompson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins.